Witchmas Wonders and Whimsy, a darkly delightful diary. Dive into the diary of a wicked witch navigating the chaos of Yule in a town full of peculiar supernatural beings, from enchanted gingerbread houses to a dance-off with the Krampus. This witch's holiday season is anything but ordinary. Chapter 1 A Merry Mischief Unleashed. Agatha's cackling echoed through the chilly night air as she stirred her cauldron, consorting a potion that promised to make the snow dance. Mortimer nearby was busy turning a pumpkin into a chatty cat with a knack for sarcastic remarks. Agatha, Mortimer, darling, do you think townsfolk are ready for our grand entrance this Yule? Mortimer, chuckling. Ready or not, Aggie, they are about to witness the most enchanting chaos they've ever seen. As Agatha raised her wand, a mischievous twinkle in her eye, the snow around them began to shimmer and sway. Soon tiny snowmen emerged, each donning a miniature top, hat, and dancing in a synchronized, comical fashion. The townsfolk woke up to the whimsical sight, bewildered but amused. In the heart of Hexington, Mortimer's enchanted pumpkin cat sauntered over to a passing couple, delivering a snarky comment that left them in fits of laughter. Couple. Oh, Mortimer, you've outdone yourself this time, Mortimer, with a bow. Why, thank you. Now let's the mirthful mischief truly begin. Unbeknownst to the townsfolk, the duo had more tricks up their sleeves. Agatha, with a wicked grin, whispered an incantation that brought life to the gingerbread cookies on a nearby bakery shelf. The cookies sprang to life, giggling mischievously as they rolled out the door, leaving a trail of crumbs behind them. Baker, scratching his head. I could've sworn I baked those cookies just this morning. Meanwhile, Mortimer's enchanted pumpkin cat led a parade of socks, stolen from unsuspecting residents, through the town square. The townsfolk, rather than expressing anger, joined the procession with laughter and cheers. Local resident. Who needs socks anyway? Mortimer's antics make Yule so much brighter. The witches, pleased with the town's reaction, decided to take their mischief to the Grand Yule Ball later than everything. As they entered the festively decorated hall, Agatha couldn't resist casting a spell on the dance floor. Agatha, waving her wand, dance floor, oh dance floor, waltz to your own whimsical beat. The dance floor, responding to Agatha's command, began to move on its own accord. Couples twirled and spun in unpredictable patterns, creating a magical spectacle that had everyone laughing and stumbling in delightful disarray. Mayor Henderson, trying to keep his balance. Well, this is certainly a unique Yule Ball. Agatha and Mortimer, disguised amidst the dancing crowd, exchanged mischievous glances. Meanwhile, Mortimer noticed the Krampus standing in a corner, his intimidating presence contrasting with the festive atmosphere. Mortimer, tapping Agatha's shoulder, Aggie, I dare you to challenge the Krampus to a dance off. Agatha, grinning, challenge accepted. Agatha strutted over to the Krampus, who eyed her warily. Without a word, she initiated a dance battle, twirling and dipping in an absurdly entertaining fashion. The townsfolk gathered around, cheering for both Agatha and the Krampus. Town person laughing, who knew the Krampus had such smooth dance moves? The dance-off escalated into a hilarious spectacle, with Agatha's cackling laughter echoing through the hall. The Krampus, despite his fearsome appearance, couldn't help but crack a smile. The town of Hexington, caught in the midst of the witch's mirthful mischief, found themselves in a Yule celebration like no other. Chapter 2 The Enchanted Uproar. The morning sun cast a golden glow over Hexington, where remnants of Agatha and Mortimer's magical mischief lingered. Gingerbread imps created from the enchanted cookies scampered through the streets, causing playful chaos. Agatha and Mortimer, disguised as ordinary townsfolk, revelled in the uproar they had unleashed. Agatha, sipping a cup of enchanted tea. Mortimer, these gingerbread imps are a stroke of genius. Look at the town. It's alive with laughter. Mortimer, munching on a gingerbread cookie. I knew turning cookies into imps would be a riot. But wait until the gift exchange tonight, Eggy. That's where the real chaos begins. As the day unfolded, the townsfolk prepared for the grand Yule gift exchange, Agatha and Mortimer joining the bustling crowd minded with the residents adorned in festive attire. The air buzzed with excitement, and the enchanted presents, wrapped in shimmering paper, awaited their unsuspecting recipients. Townsperson holding a gift. I wonder what magical surprises these presents hold. Last year I got a singing broomstick that still serenades me every morning. Agatha and Mortimer exchanged mischievous glances, knowing that this year's gifts would surpass all expectations. As the gift exchange commenced, the townsfolk unwrapped their presents with a mix of anticipation and trepidation. Agatha, observing the chaos, Mortimer, let the games begin. A resident unwrapped a gift to find a miniature enchanted snow globe. Once opened, the snow inside transformed into tiny snowmen that began to dance on the recipient's palm. Laughter erupted as the snowman twirled in perfect synchronization. Recipient laughing. Well, this is certainly one way to bring snow indoors. Mortimer nearby handed a gift to the mayor. The mayor eagerly tore off the wrapping paper, revealing a hat adorned with jangling bells. Mayor Henderson, putting on the hat, what a charming gift! I feel positively festive. Little did the mayor know that the hat had a mind of its own. It began reciting cheesy poetry in a booming voice, much to the amusement of the onlookers. Hat reciting poetry in a booming voice. In the moonlight's cheesy beam, we waits in a Yule night scream. The stars above, like moldy cheese, witness our dance with perfect ease. The townsfolk erupted in laughter, their amusement fueled by the hat's unexpected twist on Yule poetry. Mayor Henderson, initially puzzled, soon joined in the merriment. Mayor Henderson chuckling, well, this hat certainly knows how to spice up Yule poetry. Moldy cheese and Yule night screams, quite the unexpected rhyme scheme. The hat continued its poetic performance, each line more laughable and wickedly twisted than the last. Hat reciting with a dramatic flair. As the Yule moon gleams so bright, our dance becomes a spectral sight. Goblins and ghouls join our spree, frolicking in Yule jubilee. The onlookers clapped and cheered throughoutly, entertained by the hat's freaky and whimsical verses. Mortimer, watching from the sidelines, exchanged a mischievous glance with Agatha. Agatha whispering to Mortimer, oh Morty, this hat is the highlight of the enchanted uproar. Who knew Yule poetry could be so delightfully wicked? Mortimer grinning. Eggy, the night is still young, and our Yule shenanigans have only just begun. let the laughter echo through Hexington like a cacophony of mischievous glee. And so the head's recitations continued, each line more absurd and hilarious, turning the Yule Ball into a symphony of laughter and whimsy. The townsfolk, enchanted by the unexpected twist in Yule poetry, danced and celebrated under the moonlight, reveling in the wickedly humorous atmosphere created by the mischievous hat. Agatha and Mortimer, struggling to contain their laughter, watched as the mayor attempted to gracefully remove the chatty hat. The enchanted chaos continued with each gift unwrapped, turning the Yule celebration into a symphony of laughter and surprise. Meanwhile, in a corner of the town square, the gingerbread imps orchestrated in a sock parade, weaving through the legs of the townfolk. The residents, far from being upset, joined the impromptu parade, kicking up their heels in a spontaneous dance. Townsperson laughing, who needs socks when we can dance like this? As the sun dipped below the horizon, Hexington transformed into a whimsical wonderland of enchantment. The witches reveled in the success of their Yule gift exchange, knowing that the real entertainment awaited them at the grand Yule Ball. Agatha, twirling her wand, Mortimer, this Yule is turning out to be even more delightful than I imagined. Mortimer, grinning, and the night is still young, Egge. Let the enchantment continue. Chapter 3. A Quirky Quest for Yule Light. The Yule moon bathed Hexington in a soft, silvery glow as Agatha and Mortimer gathered in their cozy cottage. The laughter from the enchanted gift exchange still echoed in the air, but the mischievous duo had their sights set on a new adventure, a quest for the elusive Yule light. A quest for the elusive Yule light. Agatha, consulting her ancient spellbook, Mortimer. According to this, the Yule light can only be found deep within the heart of the enchanted forest. We'll need to navigate through the magical maze and face whimsical challenges to uncover its true essence. Mortimer, twirling his wand, a quest for Yule light, Eggy? How positively delightful! Let's make this adventure one for the magical history books. The witches embarked on their journey, winding through the mystical woods that seemed to come alive with ethereal whispers. Enchanted creatures peeked from behind trees, their eyes gleaming with curiosity. Agatha addressing a token squirrel. Dear creature of the woods, do you know the way to the Yule light? Squirrel, in a high-pitched voice, follow the giggling stream and beware the ticklish pixies. Only those with a heart full of laughter shall find the Yule light. With a nod of gratitude, Agatha and Mortimer ventured deeper into the forest, their laughter resonating through the enchanted surroundings. Along the way, they encountered a mischievous duo of pixies armed with tickle-inducing wands. Pixie 1 with a sly grin. Tickle, tickle, witches, you must prove your mirth to pass. Agatha and Mortimer, embracing the challenge, engaged in a tickle-filled dance with the pixies. Laughter echoed through the trees as they twirled and giggled, forging an unexpected camaraderie. Pixie 2, between giggles. You two are not like other witches, most take themselves too seriously. Mortimer, breathless from laughter. Life is too short not to find joy in the silliest of moments. Having passed the Pixie Challenge, Agatha and Mortimer continued their quest, following the giggling stream. As they approached a radiant clearing, they discovered the Yule light, a shimmering essence that pulsed with the heartbeat of the forest. Agatha marveling at the sight. Mortimer, this is the magic that binds Yule together. The balance of light and darkness, the joy of laughter, and the beauty of unexpected friendships. Mortimer placing a hand over his heart. Aggie, this quest has revealed the true meaning of Yule. It's not just about mischief and magic. It's about embracing the enchantment in every moment and finding laughter even in the face of challenges. As the witches absorbed the Yule light into their beings, a gentle warmth spread through Hexington. The enchanted forest seemed to come alive in celebration, with the twinkling lights and whimsical creatures joining in the festivities. Agatha, raising her wand, let the Yule light illuminate our town with laughter and joy. Hexington shall be the merriest place in all the realms. The duo returned to Hexington, their hearts aglow with the newfound understanding of Yule's true magic. The townsfolk, sensing the enchantment in the air, gathered in the town square for an impromptu celebration. Mayor Henderson raising a cup of enchanted cocoa to Agatha and Mortimer, the witches who brought us laughter, friendship, and the true essence of Yule. Hexington erupted in cheers, and the Yule celebration continued into the night, with laughter and magic intertwining in a dance of whimsy. Agatha and Mortimer, their mischievous spirits ignited by the Yule light, reveled in a joy they had brought to their enchanted town. Chapter 4 Yule Tidings and Transformations. As the Yule moon cast its silvery glow over Helsington, Agatha and Mortimer reveled in the warm afterglow of their quest for the Yule light. The town square buzzed with laughter and merriment as enchanted lights flickered in harmony with the joyous atmosphere. Families gathered around the towering Yule tree, adorned with sparkling ornaments and whimsical decorations. Agatha, twirling her wand, Mortimer, our Yule light has truly transformed Hexington. It's like a magical heaven of joy and laughter. Mortimer grinning. And it's only going to get merrier, Eggy. The Grand Yule Ball awaits us, and I have a feeling it'll be the most enchanting night yet. The witches, donned in their most festive attire, joined the townsfolk at the Yule Ball. Mayor Henderson, wearing the chatty hat from the enchanted gift exchange, approached the door with a mischievous twinkle in his eyes. Mayor Henderson, laughing, Agatha Mortimer, you have truly outdone yourselves this Yule. The town has never been livelier. Agatha, bowing theatrically, why, thank you, Maya, but the night is still young, and the grand ball promises even more magical surprises. The dance floor, still enchanted from Agatha's earlier spell, beckoned the revelers with its whimsical rhythm. Couples twirled and spun in joyous abandon, laughter echoing through the hall. Meanwhile, Mortimer, ever the enthusiast, approached the Krampus, who stood near the refreshment table. Mortimer, grinning. Krampus, care for another dance-off? This time, let's make it truly legendary. Krampus, raising an eyebrow. You've got spirit, Mortimer. Let the dance-off commence. The two engaged in a dance-off that surpassed even their earlier encounter. Twirls, spins, and magical leaps filled the air as the townsfolk cheered for the unlikely duo. In the midst of the spectacle, Agatha spotted a familiar face, her eccentric aunt, who communicated with her pet parrot through interpretive dance. Aunt Petunia, twirling with her parrot. Aggie, my dear, I've taught Polly a new dance. Join us and let's make this Yule truly magical. Agatha joining the dance. Aunt Petunia, you never cease to amaze me. I see the family eccentricity runs in our blood. The dance floor transformed into a swirling kaleidoscope of laughter and eccentric moves. Aunt Petunia's parrot squawked in delight, adding a comical touch to the enchanted revelry. Meanwhile, Mortimer's younger brother, Oswald, approached with a mischievous glint in his eye. Oswald, twirling his wand. Morty, guess what? I've turned the family cat into a miniature dragon. Isn't he adorable? A tiny dragon, sporting a festive Yule hat, scuttled across the floor, leaving a trail of sparks and tiny flames in its wake. The townsfolk initially startled, soon embraced the magical transformation with laughter and applause. Townsperson petting the miniature dragon. Well, that's one way to liven up the party. Yule magic truly knows no bounds. As the night unfolded, the Yule Ball became a tapestry of magical transformations, laughter, and unexpected bonds. Agatha and Mortimer, at the heart of the enchantment, reveled in the joy they had brought to Hexington. Amidst the laughter and music, the Yule moon cast its radiant glow over the town, and the witches couldn't help but feel a sense of fulfillment. Yule, they realized, was not just a season of mischief and magic. It was a celebration of joy, transformation, and the magical mishaps that made life truly enchanting. Chapter 5: A Mirthful Midnight Massacre. As the Yule moon reached its zenith, Hexington bathed in its ethereal glow. The grand Yule ball had reached its pinnacle, and Agatha and Mortimer revelled in the mirthful madness that surrounded them. The enchanted dance floor continued to weave its own whimsical dance, and the townsfolk, transformed by Yule magic, twirled and laughed in joyous abandon. Agatha, gazing at the festivities, Mortimer, this is beyond my wildest dreams. Hexington has become a realm of enchantment, and Yule is the conductor of our laughter-filled symphony. Mortimer, clinking his goblet with Agatha's. To Hexington, the merriest town in all the realms, and to us, the witches who brought the magic. The duo joined the dance, their laughter merging with the joyous cacophony. Meanwhile, Mayor Henderson, still wearing the chatty hat, approached Agatha with a grin. Mayor Henderson, the hat reciting poetry. In the moonlight's silver gleam, we dance in a Yule night dream. Agatha, laughing. Mayor, that hat of yours truly knows how to set the mood. Let's dance like the enchanted fools we are. As the night unfolded, the Yule moon cast its glow upon the town square, where enchanted decorations adorned every corner. Suddenly Agatha's enchanted gingerbread imps, now equipped with tiny instruments, formed a makeshift band. Agatha, addressing the imps, "Play us a Yule melody, my mischievous minstrels." The gingerbread imps began a lively tune. Their sugary instruments emitting sweet notes that floated through the air. The townsfolk, caught in the whimsy of the moment, joined hands in a spontaneous dance around the Yule tree. In the midst of the revelry, a magical mishap occurred. Agatha's enchanted decorations, infused with the mischievous spirit of the imps, started singing carols at their own whims. A mischievous wreath adorned with colorful ribbons and bells began to perform in an unconventional way. Walks the floors with slippery jelly. Fa la 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 la. Watch your step, it's gonna get smelly. Fa la 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 la. The townsfolk, initially surprised, burst into laughter at the unexpected and humorous twist in the carol. A playful set of fairy lights that blinked in various colors chimed in with a giggle, spreading whimsy with every twinkle. Wrap your gifts with a duct tape folly. Fa la 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 la. Tear it off and it gets quite jolly. Fa la 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 la. The impish decorations continued their offbeat caroling, each line more amusing and quirky than the last. An ornate ornament with a mischievous wink and a tassel added a touch of checkiness to the caroling. Hang the stockings with the socks so holly. Fa la 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 la. Find surprises, both big and trolly. Fa la 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 la. The townsfolk, now fully embracing the whimsical carols, danced with even more enthusiasm around the Yule tree. Agatha, laughing with delight, whispered to Mortimer, "Oh, Morty, our enchanted decorations truly know how to make Yule caroling an unforgettable experience." Mortimer grinning, "Aggie, the imps have turned the carols into a mischievous symphony. Let, let the laughter and whimsy continue to echo through Hexington." Townsperson, chuckling, "Looks like even the decorations want to join the Yule choir." And so, the enchanted decorations, fueled by the mischievous spirit of the gingerbread imps, serenaded Hexington with carols that were as whimsical as they were entertaining. The townsfolk, caught in the magical mishap, embraced the unexpected joy that filled the air. Amidst the laughter, a hush fell over the crowd as a mysterious figure emerged from the shadows. It was the Krampus, his fearsome presence softened by the mirthful atmosphere. Krampus, a twinkle in his eye. "Agatha, Mortimer, you've managed to bring laughter even to my darkened heart. Hexington's Yule is truly a wonder." Agatha extending her hand. "Krampus, care to join the dance? Yule is a time for unity and merriment, after all." The Krampus hesitated for a moment before accepting Agatha's hand. The townsfolk watched in awe as the fearsome creature twirled and danced with the witches, embodying the spirit of Yule in an unexpected display of harmony. As the clock struck midnight, the Yule moon bathed Hexington in its final glow. The enchanted festivities reached a crescendo, and the witches realized that their Yule celebration had become a tapestry of laughter, transformation, and unexpected bonds. Agatha addressing the townsfolk. "May the magic of this Yule night linger in our hearts throughout the year. Hexington, the enchanted town of laughter and joy, shall forever be a beacon of Yule magic." With those words, the grand Yule ball concluded, leaving Hexington bathed in the glow of a magical night. Agatha and Mortimer, their mischievous spirits satisfied, watched as the enchanted town embraced the true meaning of Yule, a season of redemption, transformation, and the enchanting mishaps that made life truly magical. Epilogue: A hilarious Hexington holiday. As the Yule moon waned and dawn approached, Hexington lay bathed in the gentle afterglow of a night filled with enchantment. Agatha and Mortimer, standing on the outskirts of the town square, observed the peaceful scene with satisfaction. Agatha smiling. "Mortimer, our Yule has left an incredible mark on Hexington. Laughter echoes in the air, and the town glows with the warmth of Yule magic." Mortimer leaning on his wand. Aggie, who would have thought that our mischievous antics could bring so much joy and unity? Yule truly is a magical time. The duo strolled through the quiet streets, where remnants of enchanted decorations and laughter-filled memories lingered. As they approached their cottage, Aunt Petunia appeared with her interpretive dance, her parrot perched on her shoulder. Aunt Petunia twirling. Eggy Morty, what a splendid Yule you've orchestrated. Even the stars in the sky seem to twinkle in harmony with our laughter. Agatha embracing her eccentric aunt. Aunt Petunia, your whimsy adds a unique sparkle to our Hexington holiday. Yule has truly united Yule has truly united us all in the most unexpected ways. The town slowly stirred to life as the residents awoke to the aftermath of the Grand Yule Ball. The enchantment that had woven its way through Hexington had left a lasting imprint on the hearts of the townsfolk. Mayor Henderson approaching Agatha and Mortimer, witches, I cannot express my gratitude enough. Hexington has never experienced a Yule quite like this. The laughter, the unity, and the enchantment. It's a holiday we'll cherish forever. Agatha with a twinkle in her eye. Mayor, the pleasure is ours. Yule is a time for magic, and the real magic lies in the joy we share with one another. As the townsfolk exchanged stories of the enchanted Yule night, a familiar face approached, the Krampus, his demeanor softened by the festivities. Krampus nodding to Agatha and Mortimer. Witches, you've shown me the beauty of laughter and joy. Hexington's Yule has brought redemption to my realm as well. Mortimer grinning. Krampus, who knew you had a penchant for dance and merriment? Yule truly works wonders. The trio stood together, a symbol of the unity forged through the Yule celebration. Hexington, once a town of quaint charm, had transformed into a heaven of laughter, joy, and unexpected magic. Days passed, and Hexington continued to bask in the Yule afterglow. The gingerbread imps, now considered the town's honorary mascots, continued their playful antics, spreading laughter wherever they went. The enchanted decorations, though no longer singing carols, radiated a subtle glow of Yule magic. Agatha looking at the transformed town. Mortimer, Yule has left its mark on Hexington, but the magic doesn't end here. The laughter, the unity, and the enchantment will live on in our hearts. Mortimer with a mischievous twinkle. Eggy, I have a feeling that every Yule in Hexington will be a magical mishap waiting to happen, and I wouldn't have it any other way. The witches, their hearts filled with the warmth of Yule, continued to embrace the enchantment that lingered in Hexington. The town, forever changed by the whimsical holiday, became a beacon of laughter and joy, a place where the true magic of Yule lived on in the hearts of its inhabitants. As the Yule season faded into memory, Agatha and Mortimer, the wicked witches of Hexington, reveled in the knowledge that laughter and magic would forever define their town's holidays. And so, the tale of Witchmas wonders and whimsy became a cherished chapter in the magical diary of Hexington, the story of redemption, transformation, and the enduring magic of a hilariously enchanted holiday.